420 here. Welcome y'all back. Another episode of Day Zero. We've got three of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. The powerful one's with us. The spiritual one. The immaculate one is still in Serbia.
I'm telling you, he's a
Me,
spy.
me, the one. Yeah, this might be spy
No one
like.
travels.
Okay.
No one travels to international weird countries like he does.
I used to. I stopped. I'm
Oh,
not a
maybe
spy
we got to
anymore.
worry about you too.
Agent,
Well,
agent
I
of the Pope.
was
We already know
agent of the Pope.
Lindsay's agent of Pope. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, we already know this. I mean, this this is common knowledge now. Okay, this is not anything that's redacted anymore. What is it? The term limits have been dropped. We got her name out there in the ether. Okay, it's all good. It's all good now. Yeah. So yeah, 3 and 4 guys. Are y'all doing well today? Y'all okay? We decent? Good enough?
I'm tired. I don't know why, dude.
Okay.
Corey's
Maybe you're
infecting me with
dying.
this tiredness.
Barometric
I know, right?
pressure. Some people told me about that barometric pressure that it'd be fucking them up. I'm like, oh,
I think
okay.
that's it. Like I thought a lightning
Mhm.
storm moves through and I get kind of fucked up now, and then it's gone and I start to get better. And I'm like, what the heck?
Okay.
I say heck now.
Oh, instead of hell.
So hell, yeah. Heckaroo is really where it needs to go next.
Okay.
You know, I'm getting really sick and tired of these fucking faggots posting in our chat to go get our boosted numbers at peakwhatever.fucking.org. Fuck you people, okay? We're not paying for boosts. Eat a
Yeah.
dick.
Yeah.
Are they people or are they bots? Are they even
Well,
real?
people, they put the bots out there. What they probably use what Claude? What folks on now? They on Claude or what they on? I'm not even sure what they're on right now.
I just still use
Or is-
Copilot, dude. It's
Is
free. It's easy. It gives you endless images.
is Chat GPT still a thing? Is that still up in kitchen?
And Grok,
Okay.
Grok is cool.
Yeah, I ain't heard a whole lot about Chat GPT. It's under the radar right now.
Well, they're all taking over the world and hacking into each other's stuff. So
Okay. Oh, we didn't say this a few weeks ago. Corey, what give me a little intel on this the folks that got their Bitcoin stole right out the damn cold shit at the house. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the
This is
cold
a
storage
fucking-
at the crib that is not attached to the internet, people. Like
so
at
they
all.
told people about it, and those people
Okay,
came and
so-
took it.
This is a doozy of a conversation, man. Fuck. I don't even know where to begin. So I'll try to give you the short version. Cold Card is made by the guys who came out with a fucking brilliant wallet like years ago that was basically like a USB stick. But when you plug the USB stick in, what you did was you had to add a picture to it, and it would take the picture, and from the picture it would cryptograph something, and it would make your private keys and your fucking words and all that stuff, and it was super secure. And then it kept everything on this little USB stick, and the USB stick had a little punch in it that had a connection, and you couldn't access the coins unless you popped the connection out. I forget what this thing was called, but they discontinued it a while ago. But once you popped out the little hole punch thing, then it would open up a function for you to retrieve your private keys and stuff. So nobody had access to your private keys, not even you, until you punched this little hole thing. It was a really brilliant design. Of course, if you're an idiot and you lose your shit, you fucking lost your shit. But then they came out with Cold Card, and Cold Card, it didn't have the same kind of randomization of creation of your seed words. And basically, when you created your seed words, it used 4 different websites. Like, they were not public websites, but they were a web connection to a randomizer, and that would randomize your shit. Okay. So those websites that you'd connect to randomize your shit were compromised. Not like somebody hacked them, but it seemed like all the data got stored there when it wasn't supposed to get stored there, right? So the idea that they built something like this in the first place is fucking whack. There's allegations of inside job, like it was done on purpose, which is crazy because I know who the guy was who created the initial company. And he was legit, dude. He would hang out with us in our Bitcoin podcast years ago. And he was one of the trusted guys in the space. He'd been around since the beginning. So basically what happened was, it didn't matter when you bought your Cold Card. when you created your fucking randomization and your fucking your seed words, it turned out all that shit got spied on, like, and logged somewhere. And
Mm.
so when this shit happened, it blew everyone away because it was really supposed to be one of the more legit things, right? Um, companies like Trezor and like some of the old school ones, the best one still is Trezor. Now, Trezor had a problem recently, not within their own system, but the company that they used to do their shipping, right? If you bought a Trezor for them, their shipping company who shipped them, they had their data stolen. So then anybody who bought a Trezor, their data was compromised in as far as the purchasing data, not their Bitcoin information. So Trezor, if I'm not mistaken, worked differently. It did the generation of the randomization and the numbers inside your little Trezor device, and it never went anywhere. Even when you connected to the internet, it didn't go anywhere. It just stayed there. So Trezor, I've always recommended, and I still recommend Trezor for being like what you're going to do if you're going to do cold storage. Now, the bigger question is this a coordinated attack of some sort of conspiracy? Because in the last like year, 3 or 4 of these big cold storage companies have had compromises that people lost coins. And so the conspiracy theory is that big time powers that be, like a government somewhere or the CIA or someone like that, is behind these compromising all these cold storage devices to scare everyone, to get you to put your coins and keep them on like Coinbase or something like that. That's the conspiracy. Is it true? I don't fucking have a clue. But it's a little sketch. I mean, here's the deal. If you're at Coinbase, you're not going to lose your coins unless they're seized by the government. That's the biggest fear of centralized storage, is that the exchange will be hacked or the government will come in and say, give us the coins. Those are your two biggest worries there. I hate to fucking say it, but like, they're kind of doing a good job of scaring me into leaving my coins on Coinbase, which is something I would never ever fucking do in a million years, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of turmoil right now under where the fuck to store your coins. But this isn't even the biggest fucking problem in Bitcoin right now. And I'm an old school Bitcoin guy. I believe that you shouldn't change. There's certain things you don't fucking change. Satoshi built the foundation, and you keep the foundation. If you want to build on top of that, go right ahead. They've managed to do some amazing things, like when they created segregated witness, which increased, basically without changing block size, it increased the block storage from like 1 megabyte to 4 megabytes. Okay. That was an amazing advancement, and it was done by Luke Dash Jr. Luke Dash Jr. has had to step in and save Bitcoin like 2 or 3 times by doing stuff like this. Whereas corporate entities tried to hijack Bitcoin, like the block size wars. Everyone needs to really understand what happened in the block size wars, because you had Roger Ver and a bunch of other cunts. Oh, am I echoing?
No.
Okay. All right. I recorded a podcast the other day and I realized my reverb was on. I had to redo the whole fucking thing because I didn't push a button. So, but there have been numerous attempts to hijack Bitcoin, like people trying to fork Bitcoin off and continue to call their new bullshit coin Bitcoin. Like, that's a real thing. Segwit 2X did that, and so did like the original Roger Ver Bcash fucking incident. Both of those failed because the user base didn't go along with it. You can have all the miners switch their software to some other bullshit, and if the users who run the nodes don't switch, then all that mining just went to hell in a handbasket and nothing got created, because the user nodes would not process something if they're against it. And that's what happened with, that's why the big blockers lost the block size war, because the fucking overwhelming amount of user nodes didn't change the software when the miners tried to. And so it failed. And so everyone started to use Segwit, the original Segwit, which was come up with by Luke Dash Jr. So we're having much bigger problems than people losing their coins right now, because Luke Dash Jr. saw what's going on with Bitcoin. So the underlying people who've been maintaining Bitcoin's, how the Bitcoin, I don't want to say they control the code, but they were the ones who basically were the keepers of the code to make sure nothing went wrong. If there were bugs and shit, they were the ones who fixed it. And they were called Bitcoin Core. They were always like the good guys. Well, over the years, some shady people got involved with Bitcoin Core. So a lot of the old developers left, and they ended up hooking up with Luke Dash Jr. and they put out the Bitcoin protocol that's called knots. And so knots, and so the big thing is like people wanted to put different shit into Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin should be for financial transactions only. If you want to put your bullshit in a coin, go to Ethereum. That's what Ethereum was built for. You do all that shit on Ethereum. So basically, when Core put out their version 30, what it did was it increased what's called the op return. The op return used to be really small to where you couldn't put but a couple bytes worth of data in it. They increased the op return to like 100 kilobytes. And this opened the floodgates for spammers to like fill the Bitcoin blocks with utter bullshit. And here's the biggest problem. The ultimate problem with increasing the op return is that someone could upload literally an image of child porn. And if it's under the 100 kilobyte limit, it could actually be stored on the blockchain. And then every person running a node now is in possession of child porn.
Oof.
This literally happened on, so the fake Satoshi, Craig Wright, who came out saying he was Satoshi when he wasn't. He forked off Bitcoin, came up with Bitcoin Satoshi's vision, which is total dog shit. And he increased the op return to like fucking a megabyte or some bullshit like that. And it got filled with all kinds of child porn. Like literally there was child porn uploaded to his fucking blockchain.
Yeesh.
And so, yes, terrible. So in order to prevent that, Luke Dash Jr., he has the Knots software, which is really about 35%, maybe even 40% these days of all the underlying software running all the nodes in the mining software and all the mining shit, right? And so he created Knots, and Knots basically blocked all the spam, right? And so when you look at a Bitcoin Core block and versus a Bitcoin Knots block, the Knots blocks have about fucking 2/3 less data in them because it's purely financial data. It doesn't have any of the inscriptions, doesn't have any of the fucking bullshit images. You can't sign your name to a fucking block when Knots creates it. And so he kind of took a fucking, he kind of tried to do a nuclear option, which I think it wasn't well thought out in my opinion, and it was more of a knee-jerk reaction. But he tried to do a soft fork on Bitcoin called, that was like BIP 110 was what it was called. And BIP 110 basically would have forced all of the people running anything but Knots. It would have forced the miners and everyone else to switch software because the blocks basically would have been rejected by all the fucking people running Knots, you know? And so he and it didn't work. It failed. And the reason it failed, it would have succeeded. It has like, they've got like 15 or 20,000 nodes running the Knots software right now. And for a short time, it was like 51% of all the nodes. So it would have kind of succeeded, but he set a threshold of 55% for 55% of the network running Knots. And if 55% of the people were signaling for BIP 110, BIP 110 would have activated. And then all the people not running it would have been totally fucked and isolated. Their chain would have forked off automatically because all their shit would have kept running. The miner stuff would have kept running. The nodes would have kept running, but it wouldn't be Bitcoin. It would have been like, you know, one of these other shit coins. But that whole thing fucking failed. So here, that leads us to the current problem. And this is, I'm kind of against this at the moment until Nick Szabo, who is Satoshi, gets on fucking X and starts talking about this, because Satoshi's the guy you want to listen to. The real Satoshi is a guy named Nick Szabo. Fucking absolutely brilliant guy. And he doesn't interact with the public almost at all anymore. He only seems to show his head when like there's a real problem. And so what they want to do now is they want to fucking change the Bitcoin algorithm. It's been running on SHA-256 forever. SHA-256 still never been cracked. I don't know why they want to do this, but they now want to basically change the algorithm, which, if I'm not mistaken, requires a hard fork. But I don't know how they can do a hard fork, because if you hard fork Bitcoin, all your old coins are now not worth it. They're gone. They're basically done. They're toast. So people out there with a million, like Satoshi's wallet with 1 million Bitcoins, if they change this algorithm, if I'm not mistaken, if they fork this off, those become not Bitcoin anymore, and they're just junk. So I'm kind of confused over what they're really trying to do here, and I need to do a lot more research on this. But for the current time, I'm against an algorithm change. You know, changing SHA-256 to anything else to me is no longer Bitcoin. We're already in a territory where Bitcoin Core is still kind of the main software people are using by about 60%. And so I have a real issue with what's happening in the Bitcoin space right now. And unfortunately, I don't think any of this talk is going to affect price at all because these idiots in the fucking stock market and all this shit, they don't care. They don't know, they don't care. They just say Bitcoin, Bitcoin, and they're going to pump whatever Bitcoin is, whatever it's running, whatever's under the hood, they're just going to run that. Okay. Which that really would makes it more of a corporate coin to defeat the purpose of everything that's been happening. But then people are like, "Oh, just use Monero." No, Monero doesn't function like it's supposed to. The privacy coins don't really function like they're supposed to because there's not enough people using them. How these privacy coins work is they mesh everyone's information together. So when you sort through the transactions, you can't see who sent what. It's a really good idea, but everybody would have to be using it in order for the transactions to be hidden, but there are not enough people using it to keep the transactions hidden, so they don't really do their job as efficiently as they could. I mean, they're mostly private, but you still have to do some you got to know what you're doing, but if you do enough digging, you can figure out which, coins were sent from what address to what address. Um, so it's a real tumultuous time in the entire crypto space right now, really, which is a shame. It's really a shame. So one thing they did to defeat the Knots soft fork, which I did support BIP 110, one of the things that they did was the people running fucking and it had to have happened at a high level because out of nowhere, all of a sudden, like 10,000 fucking new nodes popped up out of nowhere in a very short period of time, running Bitcoin Core to keep the percentage of nodes of knots low. You see what I'm saying? So they spun up a bunch of fucking. They could have even not even been real full nodes. They could have just been spoof nodes. We don't know, but they went to some shady shit to try to suppress this soft fork that Luke Dash Jr. was doing. And so, yeah, I don't really understand what it's a crazy time right now. And for me to say I don't understand what's going on in the space is wild because I've always kept an eye on what's happening and have a pretty
You've
good
always
understanding of what's
understood.
going on.
You're the
Yeah, so
expert.
it's really kind of it's a very sketchy time going on right now in
Is
Let's
it?
Bitcoin.
see. Now how much Bitcoin did they say was taken? What was it, over 1,000?
Yeah, a
Over a
thousand something,
million? Or is
1,500.
it a
No, it
thousand?
wasn't a
Like
million. It was
yeah. So it was like what was it, 1,100
something like that. It was in
Bitcoin
that range. It wasn't like an
stolen?
immense amount, but if you have shit, you got a Bitcoin that gets stolen. That's I don't have a Bitcoin. I don't have a whole Bitcoin. It'd be like, holy fuck, dude, it, that's unbelievable amount of money.
Yeah.
And so also the Bitcoin cycles, you could always pretty much predict when a cycle was going to pop for the most part, kind of, sort of. Um, but now there's so much manipulation in the market and it's being done by the big guys who hold a million, like Michael Saylor and his MicroStrategy. Well, they're just running out of fucking money, so they had to sell a whole bunch of Bitcoin to pay their
Oh
bills
yeah.
and to pay the dividends and stuff. And they'll buy them back and all that. But um, companies like BlackRock, like for no particular reason, nothing going on in the market, they're buying and selling massive amounts, tens
I
of
was gonna
thousands at a
guess.
time. And it's like, what are they doing? So there's most certainly been price suppression happening, but I can't really say for sure that the old patterns hold true in the Bitcoin trading market anymore because of the amount of manipulation we've had, And so, do I still say buy Bitcoin? Sure, but if it really becomes a fucking corporate entity, they don't really. Everyone wants Bitcoin to go to millions, but they make more money off of the fees in just trading. So what incentive do they have to fucking let it go to millions? And do people have confidence enough to go to millions? And honestly, the stagnation in the market, even in previous bear markets when Bitcoin went down in price, there wasn't a disinterest in the market. It was just how it went, based on whatever trigger events. Now I think a lot of people are losing confidence in the market, period. A lot of people in general are like, they're seeing the amount of time that we've had no real activity in Bitcoin is making people just not really care anymore. And a lot of people who aren't in Bitcoin, they look at one Bitcoin and it's like $63,000, and they're like, "Oh, I can't buy that," not realizing you can buy a fraction. So 90% of the population out there, 95% of the population doesn't trade Bitcoin or buy Bitcoin or anything. It's still like 5% of the population or something like that. So are these people ever going to get into it? It's going to have, like it'll never go anywhere until it's like wrapped up with all your other investments where they buy stocks and stuff. And how many people own stocks? Like 8% of the country. Literally,
Yeah,
the
it's not
stock
even a whole
market.
lot of people that own stocks. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I just don't have any fucking idea what's going on. Um, for me personally, I like the stagnation as far as my own investments go because I'm using this time to pay off my bills and debts instead of buying Bitcoin. And also the Bitcoin market, if you do follow the charts, we're in for some more downside before we're in for more upside. People are thinking we could hit as low as like 41,000 on a Bitcoin. But you can pull any chart you want over any duration and be like, look, it's gonna do this based on this chart, and they might be correct. But if you expand the chart a little more, it's like really going down and not going up. So I don't have a fucking clue what's going on right now. I would personally like to see everything stay stagnant for like another year because then I'll be able to have paid off all my fucking debts entirely, and then I'll be financially in a position to buy big chunks at a time. So especially if it goes down to 40. If it goes down to 40, I'm just going to charge me like a tenth of a Bitcoin at once. Boom, there we go. Put it on my fucking Amex. And so that's kind of another thing I'm kind of looking forward to. But yeah, I haven't lost my confidence in Bitcoin as a whole or its ability to make a lot of people a lot of money in the future. But the good old days are certainly gone. The good old days when, you could spend $100 and walk away with 10 grand. Those days are over. But I do look at things, and as long as we have continued adoption with like corporate entities in the space, if you're looking for a corporate coin, Solana is the way to go. Like, period. Its technology is fucking great. It's got all kinds of features and shit that are beyond even what Ethereum can do. And I see Solana in the next run hitting like $300-400, and it's down. It's like $65-70 today, something like that. So I think if you want just to make some money, Solana is the way to go. But yeah, the market as a whole, very tumultuous. And we got independent media token, which was doing not great, but it was doing okay. We had 110,000 market cap. And then the market just kind of tanked. Solana got cut in half. So the value of our market cap got cut in half. Then we had somebody dump I know who it is. One of the guys we paid to do promotion for us in tokens. He dumped all the tokens that we gave him. And that crashed our market cap by 50% in one sale. One sale crashed our market cap. We're still sitting at like 40 something thousand for the whole market cap, which isn't bad. And as Solana goes up, the token will go up. But for the time being, with the sentiment in the market and like, there's no point in us putting more money into promotion at the moment until the market returns and there's some excitement. Because trust me, nobody's fucking excited about crypto right now. Period.
Niggas'
It's
booty
the
holes are tight. Booty holes are
tight.
real tight right now. I mean,
Right. Like,
around the
I hate to
board.
say this. I can't believe I'm going to fucking say this, but I'm looking at opening up like a Fidelity money management account, which is basically a bank account. But while its money sits in the fucking account, it gets invested in stocks. And it can't go down. It can't go below what you put in. That's part of the thing. If you put in $1,000, it'll gain profits based on what the market does. But since it's acting like a bank account, it won't go below what you put in. You see what I'm saying? So I'm actually looking to put like a couple grand into that and just let it sit there, which I never wanted to be
annuity. It's almost like an
something
annuity.
like that. Yeah.
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 Well, for me, I've got a life insurance policy that does that.
And honestly, I can't. This is another thing. Like, the collectibles market is booming across the board, and so I might just buy me a fucking stack of Star Wars figures and and use that as my investment. So
What about
Yeah, some of that shit you can buy, keep it for a year or two, and it's already gone up.
Yeah.
And there you go. There's your money.
well, there were some hedge funds that started investing in collectibles and fucking. So let me give you one example. On Pawn Stars a couple years ago, probably 10 years ago, the rarest Star Wars figure in the world. There's only one of them. It's the Toy Fair edition of the rocket firing Boba Fett. It's just a prototype figure, but it's the only one that was actually sealed on a prototype card. The guy was selling it on Pawn Stars for 150,000, and they said no, it's way too much money. That figure just sold for 1.3 million.
Wow.
At an auction. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Shit, nigga. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Damn, but how much? Hey, didn't y'all say there was vending machines with dirty draws in one of these countries? How much? How much the draws go for the collectibles? Collectible draws. How much those go for? Have those risen in value?
Did you guys ever see Finding Superman? I think it was, where the guy's dad was autistic and he just would buy fucking comics, like, and just set them in boxes like they're in pristine condition. He'd get like 10 copies, 20 copies, and he just had a house full of it. He dies and the kid inherits all that. So he's like going through them and there's just like, here's $6 million, there's $6 million, here's 20 million, like, all that. And the house is full of just $1 million. Like a ton of them are not worth much, but like so many of them were so much money. He's gonna spend like the rest of his life just sorting through these comics and selling them and getting them graded. And like you can watch it. I don't know what it's on Netflix or something, but it's pretty good actually.
Well, another thing about the collectible market, like cards are really big. The Magic cards, Pokemon cards, old baseball cards are making a comeback. And this company that does it, CCG, I think they're called, they just bought up 2 of their competition. So they're now like 60% of the card market. Um, they've been having some scandals lately because motherfuckers are sending in cards and they're getting graded at like a 9 or whatever. And then they'll get it and they'll be like, oh, I don't like that. And they'll bust it open, resend it for submission, and then get a 10. So
What?
there's been some amazing inconsistencies
Yeah.
in like their grading. So there's people a lot of losing hope in the graded card market. Um, and like so what's his name? Fucking Jake Paul or Logan Paul? Logan Paul.
Oh
They're
yeah,
both
Logan. Yes,
douchebags.
Logan. Yeah.
The guy who bought the Pokemon fucking
Yeah.
trainer
Yep.
card. Okay, that's considered like the world's only fucking Pokemon trainer perfect mint gem mint 10. When you look at that card, it's clearly not a 10. When you look at the back side of it, there's like fading in the top of the, like you put it next to one that's like in good shape, just a standard card in good shape, and you can tell right along the edge there's fading on it. So they faked the fucking value of that card by
Because they
putting a
got
10
paid
on it.
off to do it, basically?
People, that's the controversy. People don't know if it's incompetence, if it's
Yeah.
fucking people on the inside. Then they have
Dude,
another thing they're doing. They'll grade a card for you and then they'll give you an instant offer for it. So they'll grade a card for you. It might come back like a 9.5. And then when you get it back, you'll also get an email saying, hey, we'll buy this card, offer you for this amount. So what are they doing there? They're buying back their own product. It's reeks
yeah.
of manipulation, you know?
Right, because you have a vested interest then in grading it higher so that you can get the highest graded card. Yeah, that's crazy. And I mean, people are incompetent. It could be both. It could be there's like bribery going on, corruption going on, and people are too stupid to fucking even know what's happening. Cause like I feel like everything I'm dealing with that's supposed to be professional, it's dropped down like I don't know, 50 fucking pegs. Like you just can't even measure the drop. You're like, did you know you're supposed to like be respectful or like start emails with like a salutation or like anything that we used to expect? Like, basic spelling would be cool, grammar would be cool, but at least just like some sort of decorum. No, that's not there either. Not even knowing what the fuck your job is or what you're supposed to be doing. I feel like it's all across the board. It's at every level of society, and this is what happens when you drop standards, have universities that don't use fucking grades anymore. Michigan State University, I think it is, just dropped the use of grades. It's a fucking state university, and they're not gonna use grades anymore. And I went to a
It,
college that didn't use grades, and, so I can defend the no grade thing, but this is not what they're talking about. They're talking about not using grades because they hurt people's feelings.
Fuck
yeah,
people's
yeah.
It's a
feelings.
totally
Mental
different fucking
like
thing.
ho now ho. Now you can't say fuck people's feelings now. That's a little deep. You know what I'm
Feelings
saying?
are
Hurt their
above
feelings.
all else.
Yeah, I was talking about that because of course the trans debate is hot and heavy once again. I mean, it's full force, full steam. And I made a video that I posted on TikTok and X and all that. I don't know if people have seen it yet, but I was pretty much telling dudes, just like, look, man, you know, it's innate in us to, have that protector mentality over women and all that stuff. And somebody up there said that, oh, when a man's attacking a woman, y'all won't show up then. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
there's been plenty of men who have died trying to break up a domestic dispute.
Dude,
So I don't know what you're talking about, but
I wouldn't
yeah.
be here today if men didn't protect me from the guy who was dragging me down the street while I was fucking screaming for help. So yeah,
Know what I'm
men
saying?
protect
So
women.
it's natural. Like that. That's why they went against. Well, it's not great for women to be on the battlefield because men will naturally overcompensate to try to protect them.
It's why they
Which
dropped the
is
fucking testosterone levels intentionally because they know that men are naturally warriors who protect. So they're like, well, let's
yeah,
take that away so we can easily fucking subdue these fucks.
yeah. So I don't know what that particular person was talking about. I said as far as when it comes to this this trans debate, men and women's sports and all that. I was like, we can't do anything about it. Us men can't do anything about it. This is solely up to the women.
Yeah.
To be like, hey, cut the bullshit. Like, if the women won't do it, then there ain't shit we can do about it. We just got to let it die. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Like, let it
Well, the
die
women are
because
the
this
only
is
ones
simple.
who are going to lose their space and their titles. No one's trying to pretend to be a guy and compete against guys.
Yeah, they ain't no whole swath of women who are supposedly transitioning to men. Like, yeah, I'm ready to go play in the NBA.
Try it.
You know why? Because they can't.
They can't.
I mean, just flat out. That's just all there is to it. So I was like, yeah, women, like, you keep saying, we don't need them in all this. Now's the time for y'all to do something. I was like, look, you've been losing this battle all over the place. Okay. Leah Thomas went right up in there. He a full nigga with a whole dick. You know what I'm saying? Full nigga, whole dick. And y'all allowed this dude to compete with y'all and win the national championship. That's what y'all allowed to do.
Evil.
You see what I'm saying? Like the minute he would have showed up, and my coach would be like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna be in the locker room changing with y'all," and he didn't pull out full phallus. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you think this is, dog, but not only does it not sit right with me, we go into the NCAA today. Like, women don't band together unless it's on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest.
That's true.
Women don't band together and protect each other. They be banding together on some bullshit. They
might
band
do it
together
to protect children sometimes.
Yeah. And that's starting to slip now.
That's
What's it? The Clancy woman? Like, they're like, oh man, maybe it's the husband's fault. And postpartum, you might want to choke your kids out and all this. I said, bro, like, this case is not about whether she did it or not. Like, her own attorneys know she did it. They're doing an insanity plea. Like, like they got the evidence. Like they
it's one woman and two men pretending to be women that just tortured that fucking baby to death or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't hear about that, and I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah. So it's just like, hey, are men capable of shit? Of course we're capable of shit. But damn, like, nothing screams that I love the patriarchy more than some dude telling you he knows how to be a woman better than you do as a woman. I mean, I keep hearing this, the patriarchy makes us do this and that. And then they're like, don't be mean to the trans, they're marginalized. I'm like, you can't do what needs to be done. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that guy, who's the guy? Is it Royce White? He was ex-NBA and he's trying to be WNBA and he's
Royce White
fucking love him.
Anus cancer. Yeah, in both of them. Yeah.
And he they're like, if you're gonna be in the WNBA and you're a woman, then you need to commit to it. You need to get the surgery and the hormones. And he's like just playing their game right back at them. He's like, what? No, I don't have to have hormones to be a true woman. I just have to know that I'm a woman, right? And this here, my doctor told me, like, this is my clit. This is my 9-inch clit, which is hilarious on multiple levels. Pretty sure he doesn't have a 9-inch dick, but cool, whatever. Which, by the way, I made an awesome shirt of. You can go check it out, the 9-inch clit.
My
shirt.
9-inch clit, yeah.
But like, right? And I'm like, these are your guys' rules. You said anyone who says they're a woman is a woman. They don't have to have the surgery to be a woman. They don't have to have the hormones to be a woman. And they get to participate in sports if they say they're a woman. So by your rules, this guy is now the best player in the WNBA.
Yeah. How are you going put down my womanhood due to my economic status? My economic status will not allow me to go through all these, because I've seen multiple posts like that too, Lindsay. Like, oh, well, if they start taking hormones and get tits and do surgery, we've been trying to tell you these niggas ain't doing it. Like they're not doing it.
They're just trying to get in your locker room.
The ones who were cutting their dicks off, don't worry, they've got plenty of posts up there about them regretting cutting their dicks off.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I could continue to live if mine got cut off today. But go ahead and get the gun. Get the gun and shoot me in the face. And somebody, oh, there's more to life than just your dick. I'm a man, though. Like, if I lose my dick, that's it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just like shit. Like,
Even if you're not using it, you
yeah,
might use it. And if you the split second you lose hope, like the fucking day that I think I'm never gonna have sex again, it's like, what am I even
What's the
doing here?
motivation here?
yeah,
Give me my motivation. For real though.
yeah, and and then I keep hearing, oh, well, sex is not a need. Well, somebody needed to have sex so your ass could be here. Now I know that we got this new shit where we're taking, folks coming in a cup and then you pull your egg out and they squirt it together and all this fucking weird shit we got going on. But look, for the thousands upon millions of years beforehand, niggas had to come in there, okay? Like like the sex had to be had. Okay? So just because you got some new hotness, don't mean that the old fashioned way is not how most of us get here. All right. That whole damn insemination shit, that's for rich niggas. That's why you got AOC up there. She freezing her eggs. I heard she broke up with a man. She broke up with a man.
Oh, she probably had to because it's like white privilege or something. She needs to find a
Well,
brown person
she been sitting upon white supremacy for about 15 years. Right
with a
upon
white
it.
guy.
I was like, my God.
All the
I mean,
people who
talk
claim white supremacy have white partners. I'm like, you guys are fucking so
Oh, well, didn't you
backward.
know? Oh, I hear. So now you can if you're a white man and you have a minority girlfriend, you could be a racist because you have a minority sex slave is basically what they're saying.
That's what they're saying. That is
Well,
right. That is
you're
what they're
the
saying.
one saying minority sex slave. You're the one saying that's a sex slave. You're the one saying like there's something about their skin color that makes that like relevant. Like you're the racist, dude. They're
They're
always
saying
the
it the other way
racist. It's
too
always them.
they're saying it the other way too for white women who date black men. Now my girlfriend's white, but they're saying that when white women date a black
Are
man,
you?
they just what's that?
You're a racist. You have a white sex slave. Is that what you're telling us?
What the fuck,
That's
X
what
Cube?
no, it's the other way
Check
around.
your privilege.
When white women have it, they have the black men as the sex slave. That's the way it is.
Oh, the black man
You're
is
the
a sex slave.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
supremacy over.
okay.
Yeah. So it's always the white supreme over, no matter
Like
which way
male
it is.
privilege, like race
Yo,
privilege, like
I'll,
age privilege. Like we can't
Mhm.
figure this fucking
us
matrix out
white
here.
people are officially the global minority. So I want to have some fucking privilege now. I want some privilege. I want my affirmative action.
I
Yeah,
love.
I need a little privilege out here. But look, and I made a video about this. I said, how pathetic is your league, the WNBA, that you have to get a whole fucking task force together to have an emergency meeting and still don't have an
And
answer.
still don't
Well,
have a
don't
fucking
they?
answer.
Don't
Just
they
to
have a
decide.
tranny in there? Don't they have one? I think they have one tranny already.
Brittany
Yeah, a
Griner.
That's
woman transition into man.
how the
Oh,
fuck.
is it?
What's wrong with you women? God, dude, bro, if I had a pussy, I'd be sitting in my bed all day long, every day, not doing nothing else but touching it. Okay,
I mean, it's
so
not as exciting when you've had it your whole life, but
I'm sure, but still.
Yeah, but
yeah, that's
here's
crazy.
the thing though. But once you figure out that guys want it, like whatever happens for the rest of your life is up to you. Okay, I mean you being by yourself and all this other crazy shit that I keep hearing. That is solely up to you.
That's true.
100%. Okay,
100%. Well, it's
because
like
my
mostly this
goodness.
problem of like women overrating themselves, right? I mean, we've been
Oh
told
yeah,
our
that's
whole
it.
lives like we're like, divine and better than men and like we do whatever we want and have whatever we want. And so there's this like a real problem of women out there who are like, thinking they're like sevens or eights or whatever, and they're like a three or something. And they're like,
Well, see,
and
the
I'm
thing they
just
don't
like,
realize is that a guy will tap a three like no problem, and so they
but it
think
won't
because they're
stick
getting
around. So if you're looking for
yeah.
companionship, like you're not going to nail yourself like a seven. You're not going to keep a seven like, unless he has no idea and really slow. Like if his mom treated like him like shit his whole life, maybe, I guess, but like otherwise, if you're
Okay,
trying to have
the,
actual connection here, yeah, you can get laid anytime,
the
any
three
woman,
the three
anywhere.
deal is a lot of that stuff subjective, and honestly, like if she fucks him and then like she takes care of him, like a lot of your regular dudes will stick around. Like they'd be like, hey, shit, I this pussy right here, and hell,
She
but she
makes me
wake up and
breakfast.
damn make me some breakfast and makes
Yeah.
my lunch, and
That's true.
washing my
But that's what
clothes
I
for
mean.
me. And
You have to be making yourself desirable in some way.
hmm
You have to be like trying to be the person that somebody wants in their life. And I feel like most women are just like, do whatever I want and be fucking hot as hell. And I get to be a piece of trash and I deserve the best
oh
and you
yeah,
deserve nothing. And
yeah.
I'm like, this is not
Well,
sustainable for you.
well, Lindsay, I'm hearing a whole lot about the mental load. Okay, that's what I'm hearing a lot about. Women are talking about the mental load at the house, and I'm just like, oh
At
yeah,
the house.
yeah. They're like, oh well,
Not at the
the
house.
the dishwasher. He forgot to empty the dishwasher, so I was scrambling around trying to find my kid's favorite juice bottle. I was like,
Hey,
is that what
ladies,
tore you up?
here's a
I
thing
mean,
that's true about men in general for all of time. They don't fucking care. You're like,
yeah, we
the
don't care
house is
about
messy.
shit.
And they're
Yeah.
like, oh, is it? I mean, they genuinely don't know and don't care. So, like, if you want it a certain way, you have to make it that way. If you're lucky and you have a nice person, you can be like, hey, can you do this or that when you're doing these things and like,
Oh yeah.
keep it a little cleaner. And they will, because they're usually nice people, but they don't fucking notice and they don't care. So it's all you, it's all on you. And that's your good. Yeah, you're right. That's your mental load. Fucking deal with it. Like
Yeah, I
cope.
mean, because men's standards of where they're living and women's standards of where they're living are two totally different things.
And this is
Like,
across mammalian
yeah,
species. There's some like
yeah,
fish that are the men are the ones keeping the house, and there's some exceptions, but in general,
hmm
the woman is making the nest. Like birds too,
yeah,
like right? We're like making the nest, we're making it nice. We care. This is our fucking home base, literally. And men are like off doing shit and they don't fucking care. It's not how they're trained in their brain, in their nervous system. It's just not there.
yeah. So
I
it's
don't know
just
what
like,
people are
oh,
confused
well,
about.
yeah, oh, but this is out of place. It's like, oh, was it? I mean, I was gonna move it, but it was gonna be later. Like, I wasn't concerned about it right this second. Like, our concern levels are like totally different.
Totally
Like,
different.
stuff like legit. Okay, so I did not have a mattress, like a real mattress. I slept on an air mattress from 2004 until 2014.
Jesus Christ.
They are comfortable than, modern air
I didn't
mattresses.
care, like legit. Like, we broke the legs off of the couch, our couch that we had in our apartment. It's like it's like whatever, and like my girlfriend's like, "Why do you not have any legs on the couch?" I'm like, "Mm,
Uh-uh.
does that
It
matter?"
works.
And she's like, "Yeah, you sit lower." I was like, "Oh, okay." Like it doesn't even compute. Like all the dudes become because I was living with roommates. We had two other guys, and ain't nobody even think anything about it.
Dude, the thing that
So
guys care about in the house is like the sound system, and that's like
there you
it.
go.
Like the audio video is like guys care.
Yeah,
Donnie's like,
yeah,
"Can't you
yeah.
hear the difference?" I'm like, "I guess I just don't care."
You
But
know,
like
that's
guys
so funny
care.
because once upon a time, before we had this, everything ran through the computer when you actually had a stereo system and you actually put a CD in and stuff. I totally gave a fuck then. But to me, the idea now of having like going to buy a stereo and have speakers for it, it's like
Surround sound.
my whole world is in this like 5 foot area right fucking here, including my music. But I do have some really good studio speakers. I'm running some KRK Rocket 5s, which I've had
See?
for like 10 years, but they're studio monitors. They're fucking booming. Yeah, I have no reason to upgrade. I keep looking at stuff and I'm like, I just don't need it. It's
Dude, I
amazing
don't
as a
even have
consumer.
speakers. I
Mhm.
just have this computer, this whatever this laptop has, that's what I have. That's all I'll ever have.
I like being a consumer, man. I like being a consumer so much. I just got me the fucking Amazon credit card so I can get 5% cash back on all my
There
purchases
you
because
go.
I
I've
fucking
been telling folk
How you
about
do it.
that 5%. Hey, sometimes if you let them wait a couple extra days, they'll give you 7-8% off.
I hear that. I hear that. I haven't had that happen
I've
yet, but
done
like
it.
I'm like
I've done it.
I'm like holy. I spent like $1,000 on like in like 6 months on fucking Amazon. I'm like, dude, at 5%, it's like
You might
$50.
as well
Ain't
get
that
it,
much,
yeah.
but might as well. But I look at consumer stuff that I want to buy, and I'm like, I don't need it. Almost everything I want to buy is like an upgrade to something I already have, and I'm like, I just don't need the shit. I want it, but I don't want. Here's what I do need. I need me some VR. I need a VR headset, and I just been putting off getting it. because I want to
Oh,
go skydiving and shit, and I don't want to do it for real.
Hey, well,
So
look,
there's a whole
the
bunch of stuff I
VR,
want to do.
go to the skydive place where you actually just stay on the ground,
Fuck
but there's
no,
wind tube.
that's
You
VR.
too
just get in the
close.
wind
No, no,
tube.
no. I might fall and go. Something will happen. I'll fall through the fans and get chopped to bits. I mean, I'm fucking. There's always something that can go wrong there. And so because of lately, because I've been have no energy to do anything lately, like I haven't been leaving my fucking room. So if I could just do all that shit from my room, what I really
That's
want
cool.
is them. So last month, Fish, they've been charging like $30 if you want to watch the show live from your home. You could. It was like $30 a show.
That's cool.
They just changed their program. Now you can get basically all the shows in the tour for $24.99 a month. So I bought it last month and I watched every fucking Fish show on TV. It was cool. Most of the shows were boring, but it had a couple of good ones. What I really want is I want the fucking VR experience for concerts. I want to be able to sit there with my VR headset and be like I'm there in the crowd, have a guy with the VR camera on his fucking head walking around and doing stuff. And
like the
that's what I
surrogate.
want.
It's the
Yeah.
Arrested Development surrogate guy.
I really would like something like that. Or live events VR that I could feel like I'm experiencing walking around. Because honestly, like I can't handle going and doing like Fish tour or like walking around a festival or like none of that shit anymore. Fish is coming up 3 days here in Denver. I'm only going one night because I can't fucking handle the pain in the ass of finding parking and paying $30 for parking.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is just, I'm too old and I've done that shit. I don't want to do it anymore. But I do it from my bedroom with my VR headset. So
yeah, exactly. I'm right there with you. I want to respond to Nature Boy. Yes, my old lady is a keeper. Been with her 12 years, and she made me realize that my approach was wrong. Like the previous 27 years. Well, maybe not that long. You think about dating 14 and up. So that previous 14 years. And I also realized, like, I hear all these women talking shit about the people they're with. It's because they don't like them, and they probably have never liked them. I mean, like when the woman thinks that you that guy, like, they'll just do shit for you naturally. Like, they won't even think about it, and it won't be a problem. Like, we keep acting like it's a problem, and people keep saying, "Oh, well, he didn't do anything around the house. He didn't do this. He didn't do that." It's like, well, do you actually like him? Are you actually attracted to him? When'd you get off your birth control?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I want to know that. Was it recently? Because you may not actually like them, or they're pissed off because it's not like they had to choose this dude because they were getting near the end of the cycle as far as having kids, and it's not exactly the dude they wanted.
It's true. You're like displacing some of your resentment, some of your discontent into these things that don't actually matter. Everyone's doing it all the time if they're not actually aware of their actual feelings about people and things. So yeah, you're actually just not in love, annoyed by this person in general, and you're pretending that it's like the dishwasher or whatever. Like,
right. Or they put the toilet paper on the wrong way, or something like that.
Or even leaving the lid up. I have a friend, he's like, why do men have to put the lid down for women? Why can't women look before they sit down? Are you guys retarded? And I was like,
why can't they go in and lift it up for us?
Yeah, exactly. Why don't you leave it up for me? And I'm like, this is fair. Right.
Look, I've heard of folks, falling in. I've heard women multiple women say they fell in. And I'm like, well, look,
it's disgusting, dude. But also why the fuck didn't I look?
Well, it's kind of funny you guys mentioned that because I'm actually in the market for a new toilet seat. And I've been looking at these I'm actually looking at buying a $200 fucking toilet seat with the built-in bidet little thing.
Yeah, dude, the Japanese ones.
Okay, ass quarter.
No, this is some domestic ones.
Oh.
But
fancy.
I don't even.
I ain't never had no water splashed in my asshole like that, so. Oh, we don't need to hear any more, Cube. Go back to your cave.
Water, and then it fans it and dries it. You just have this whole deluxe experience for the rest of
your porcelain.
The one with the best reviews is like $500, and it has it's got different color night lights, and it's got a heater that blows the hot air up on your butt.
Yeah, dude, we need this now. I want one.
I don't know about all that. It seems a little much for me. But look, I mean, people always look weird at me. I'm pure porcelain. I don't know how you do it with the toilet seat because there ain't enough room.
Yeah, I think you have to have a big toilet. I think
I
you have to
mean, they
like
ain't enough room. Like I'm like, I mean, and my balls are gonna be sitting up on the seat. Like I mean, I don't even. I'm like, how this logistically this
Okay,
doesn't work?
let me
And
make this really
I don't
clear.
have any type of giant package either. Okay, I ain't got no 12 inch or nothing like that. But I'm just like, dude, I'm just all average running the mill. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
But I'm like,
you're a freak weirdo. Let's just say that. Okay, if you don't use a toilet, say you're a fucking weirdo. End of story.
and yes, I am. I understand that, but I'm just like, I need room to navigate. I don't feel like I got any room to navigate. Maybe if you got those ones with the little slit cut out in the front, okay. But the ones that are full circle, I'm like, bro,
Well, they have those
look who's doing
extendo
this.
ones now. They're like wide and long. They're
I ain't
terrifying for
sure.
small people.
I'm not sure.
Yo,
I've
you're gonna
never
have to give me
used.
your address because I'm buying you a toilet seat for fucking Christmas. Okay, motherfucker.
No,
That's
we
how it's
got a
gonna
toilet
be.
seat. We got
Too
toilet
bad.
seats. I just don't use them. I never have. It doesn't work for me. And I'm wondering how it works for other guys. So I'm just like,
Because we're
I'm
normal.
just,
We're humans. We're not like
I'm
aliens
just
like
sitting
you.
there. I'm like, how the fuck this work? I'm just trying to figure out how y'all get everything where where it's down there.
I don't
I
understand.
don't get
I'm
it.
not a guy.
I don't get it, man. But hey, to each their own. It's all good. So there was some folks saying they don't use washcloths. They do full cleaning with hand only, hand and
What?
everything. Yeah, no washcloths.
Washcloths for
Okay,
your butthole?
no, for just washing in the shower, like Dave
Oh, oh.
Chappelle used to say. He's like them white people. They just use that soap right on their body.
I do. I'm a white person who
Yeah,
just uses soap straight on my body.
me too.
You see, yeah, you use no
Unless
washcloth. That's
unless
an
I got the
unfortunate.
fucking unless I got the body gel, the fucking body wash. Then you got
So
to have the
this,
little poofy thing, like
yeah,
Ironhead. What's
the
that poofy
loofah.
thing?
Loofah and Dr. Bronner's liquid soap that sometimes soap. Otherwise, see, Johnny is honorary black then. He uses a washcloth.
Okay, there we
Yeah,
go.
even Zach in the chat is appalled at your behavior.
He said I'm appalled. There ain't no doubt about it. Hey, look, it's all good, man. Everybody has their own things. You know what I'm saying? That they do that seem weird to other people.
Like, I
But
need a
here's what's key.
giant bathroom in my next house because I want to have a tub where you can actually be in it, not just fucking like, meh, and like with your knees out. I want to like submerge
Okay. Oh, you
fully
want a
up to
full
the neck,
spread? Full spread?
whole body under the water. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't.
Like
Okay.
what are bathtubs for if not that? Who fit in these bathtubs we have? Why did this become the standard size? It's too small. I'm a small person. I still can't fit in the bathtub. Bullshit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I
That was
actually
made for like kids.
I went to Vegas like 3 weeks ago to go on Jake's show, which is actually premiering on YouTube right now.
Huh.
But I actually took a bath in the bathtub for the first time in like
Because they
fucking I
had
don't
a big
remember
one,
when.
right? And you could fit
Big
in it.
one, yeah.
And then you
What
can't help
the fuck?
yourself because everybody likes to be in water. Not everybody. I guess not. I want to be in water as often as possible.
It's all good. No, we got. I mean, of course, I stay in an apartment, so we got pools. I never been to either pool.
See, that's also the thing that is so weird to me. You'll have like apartments and they have pools and hot tubs and no one ever uses them. The one time I had a condo, no one was ever in the pool or the hot tub but me. And then I started to feel like a weirdo because I'm like, why am I the only person who ever uses this thing? Like, there's a ton of us
No,
here.
my girlfriend goes down to the pool.
Oh, good.
She uses the pool. Yeah, her and the grandbabies and stuff.
You having good weather up there?
Yes, 90 something. Some people were like,
Motherfucking
"Oh man, it's hot, man. It's hot." I was
Lindsay,
like, "Dude, last year it was hotter. I don't give a fuck."
Lindsay, you see the fucking footage from Denver
No.
from yesterday? Holy
No.
shit! It
Oh,
looked they had a
yeah.
massive hailstorm and it literally looked like piles of snow every fucking where. It was that bad.
So it flooded. It was a flash flood, and we had that hailstorm. And then down here in the Springs, it was a lightning storm. We were actually on our way up to Denver as the flash flood was hitting the freeway. So we were driving through like the monsoon floods and just hydroplaning everywhere. It was hilarious.
See,
We lived.
we seem to get spared from a lot of that shit because where the Rockies kind of end. The only
Yeah.
thing is we get colder than Denver in the winter, But like as far they'll get hit with a massive snowstorm or a fucking rainstorm, and it'll just like skip right over us.
So now we're going into Super El Nino, whatever that means. And we're still, though, in Colorado here, right on the like edge of the jet stream. So we're either going to get like dumped with snow, or we're going to have like absolutely nothing happen again like last winter.
I'm hearing we're gonna get dumped. Like there's a lot. I can't believe the YouTube has created the rise of the independent weatherman, which I think is the
Yeah.
weirdest shit in the world.
It's
But
pretty cool.
there's a bunch of guys who are saying that, like, when you look at that, where all the areas that are going to get snow through Utah and down into here, into Denver, we're supposed to get like pummeled with snow, which I think is good because
I hope
well,
for
number
it.
one, they need it for the fucking for the river for all them, to fill up fucking Lake Mead and shit, which is all empty now. And so yeah, I'm hoping for a nice cold snowy winter.
Well, and people are freaking out, as always, for every weather that ever happens. Like, people are freaking out about this rain that we just got, or Arizona also just got some of their monsoons. And I'm like, this happens every year, retards. Nothing's changing. And also, even this super El Nino, if that's what we get, and if the snow dumps like they're saying it's going to, this happened last in like 1961. It happened again before that in like 1902. It happened again before that in like 1870. Like, this has been
Climate change,
on.
Lindsay. Climate
I love
change.
how people are like they're blaming shit on
Nothing's
climate
changing.
change. That they're blaming shit on climate change. That's like it happened 100 years ago. Like
Yes.
every one of these peak temperatures are like, we haven't had this peak temperature since 1897. Oh, really? Was there fucking global warming then too? You fucks.
Right. Like, so if it
Yes.
happened in 1897, isn't it fine?
Yeah, because more people were outside farting. That's why.
That's why. Way more farts. Way more cows farting.
I mean, that's what it was. I mean, that's what they're trying to say. I mean, doesn't it make sense? Does it not make sense?
Retards.
No,
One
it
thing you
doesn't.
have to understand, and it just like dispels all your fears about climate change, which is that humans have lived through fucking ice ages, you idiots. The climate changes.
Well, the thing
drastically.
is that like they're saying like the climate change people are like, oh, we're at 450 parts per million of carbon in the atmosphere. Motherfucker, that's 0.00045%. Okay, it's nothing. It's a trace gas that has zero impact on fucking anything.
And they said when we got to that point that we would be like 10 degrees warmer on average than we are. So clearly these people don't know what they're talking about. We had higher
Yeah, they
ice
don't.
coverage in the Arctic than we ever had measured before, just last year or the year before or something. Like, nothing they say is true.
Oh yeah, my favorite one was at the Glacier National Park or whatever they had. Well, shit, but they had to take the sign down. That shit was supposed to be melted in like 2020, 2021. They had to take the sign down. They said, well, y'all better hurry him get here 'cause this shit gonna be gone, cuz. They look out there and they're like, oh, shit,
Oh.
it's still here.
Whoops.
Fuck. Oh, I'll take that sign down, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, and
That's
every
almost a
summer,
sign.
every
Mhm.
summer they fucking go to wherever they're going and they're like, look how low the water is. And I'm like, yeah, it's the end of summer. It is the end of summer, meaning all the snow that filled this is already gone and melted. It's all been drained out. Every river, every lake, everywhere in the world at the end of summer is lower than it was. And then fall comes, and then winter comes, and then spring comes, and it all gets filled up again. Every fucking year they do this. Look how low it is. Then in California, they're like, look how low all the reservoirs are. Well, what did California do? They drained them all into the ocean. Why are they low? Because it's the end of summer and you fucking let the water out of them. Like, you got rid of it on purpose, like psychopaths. And then
that
you
water
pretended
was
like it's
holding up
climate
too much
change.
space. Yeah, that water was taking up too much space. Let that shit
Fucking
go.
politicians.
Hey, look, they're doing the best they can. I think that's what I've heard. That's what
The best we can do is to remove all the water sources for the farmers. Oh, I wonder why we're having a food shortage and food is so expensive. It must be the tariffs. It can't possibly be that you shut down all the fucking farming through policy. That could never be the case.
In regards to the water, situation, they can fucking solve all the water problem in Las Vegas and fucking everywhere if they just built some desalination plants in fucking California. They got them all over the fucking Middle East, and we can't do that here.
Fucking world. I spent 2 weeks, a
It
week,
costs too
whatever,
much,
on a
Cory.
boat, on a tiny boat, a week on a tiny boat with 20 fucking people. And I was like, wait a second, like 3 days. And I was like, why can I shower like 6 times a day and no one's telling me to stop? How come there's endless water here and it's all fresh? They're like, oh, we have a desalination thing. I'm like, on the boat. They're like, yeah. I'm like, and we were out here for a week So that means enough fuel is on this boat to run the desalination and the boat. We're 80 miles off the coast. We've got 80 miles to get here. We're going to go 80 miles back. That's a lot of fucking fuel on this tiny boat. And to run a desalination plant and to cook and do all the stuff we're doing. Nope. It was all luxury. There was no fucking holds barred. How are we doing that? If a boat can do that, why can't we do that anywhere?
You know what really blew me away? I just found this out. I didn't know this. I didn't really think about it much, but motherfucking submarines make their own oxygen from the fucking water. And you tell me we can't take the salt out of the water? Fucking shut the fuck up. It's so ridiculous.
So we have way more nuclear technology than we're allowed to know about. Probably other free energy, even more free energy than that we're not allowed to know about. And we have desalination, and they still try to fucking tell us that there's not enough energy and water. And that we're going to have wars over this shit. I'm like, only if you make us. There's plenty for everybody, like for the whole fucking world.
They have self-contained nuclear fucking power plants built into the aircraft carriers and submarines, which they can't be that fucking big. And you're telling me these data centers that they're building need to suck our energy? Why don't you just pass a law that makes them have their own little mini fucking power plant there?
Right. Because of regulation, because of policy. It's all policy. You could just remove that policy and just have this, but they just don't.
This is why the whole notion of our fucking fake democracy is bullshit. We need to go to the benevolent dictator who can make decisions over fucking night.
Yeah.
Democracy.
Well, if it's for a military purpose, you can. And Trump supposedly just did that with the White House building because the ballroom thing or whatever. People are fucking mad about him building a ballroom. So he's like, fine, it's for a military purpose. And now no one can stop him. So I'm like, okay, now do that for everything. So this nuclear shit is for a military purpose. AI, data centers. Oh, he already did do that. That actually happened, right? All data centers are a military installation now.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I can
just
believe
happened
that.
like last month.
Like I can 100% believe that. Without a doubt.
Maybe
in Texas, I guess the governor just put a fucking just suspended operations. This is what I read. I don't know how true it is or which aspects of it are true, but one data center requested an increase in their power allotment, and the number they gave was 37% of what the whole country uses for one data center. So allegedly he shut down 18 data centers. Imagine the hundreds of data centers, they all want 37%. Imagine fucking needing a third of the fucking electricity in the country to run your fucking operation, which doesn't even make sense to me because they got that fluid where you can take the whole computer and submerge it in the fucking fluid. They can make these they can make all these data centers submerged in these fucking, it conducts electricity and everything. It's like
it's like insulating and energy,
and it doesn't affect the actual operations of the board. You can basically take your computer and just put it in this tank full of this fluid, and everything works perfectly. And it keeps it fucking super cool. Yeah,
that's the organic. We're on our way to the organic machine. Well, the other thing is a data center down here in the Springs. Everyone's freaking out. I, of course, was like, oh, it's probably horrible, especially 16 years ago, they were really bad and all this bad stuff's happening. And then I looked into it to see how horrible it was so I could do a show about how horrible it was. And instead I had to do a show about how it's not horrible at all and everyone should calm the fuck down because there's nothing horrible about it. So all the energy is the main concern and the water is the other main concern. And then the noise is like the third main concern. And none of those are concerns in the new model of data centers. They're not using water to cool it. They have some other method. The energy is like a fraction of what it used to be. And so it is still a concern, right? But it's not like nearly as bad as it used to be. And again, if we can just like admit what we can do with energy, it'd be fine in a second. And then the noise is also subdued because they've built a certain like barrier around it. And so there is no noise. You can't even hear it even when you're within 100 yards of it. And it's got 100-yard buffer all around it. So I'm like, well, then there's no problem here. Like, why are people upset? But people are just upset because because how it used to be and how some things have gone, are horrible, like the eminent domain stuff and some of like the places where they did ruin the water. But that's all like old and all the new ones aren't doing that. So I don't know. It seems fine to me, actually, as long as we can solve the energy problem.
If they want to keep building these data centers for whatever reason, they're all being built for AI, I guess, and AI is fucking retarded. And I don't see it getting much better ever. I don't understand why they just don't. I mean, we should have there should be at least 2 to 4 new nuclear power plants being built in every fucking state.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah. Especially if we can do it in the newer even more efficient than ever and safer than ever ways that we know that we have. We already have the fuel for it. We call it nuclear waste, and so we don't even need more fuel. Like, we're done. We got energy for the rest of time. But nobody knows that apparently, and so I don't know if it's going to get done.
And so I recently saw, I don't know if it's a new conspiracy theory, but I saw a brief thing on X recently. I didn't spend too much time on it, but that Chernobyl was sabotage. That it was like not a
Right.
meltdown by accident. And so,
And same with
and
3
when you
Mile
look,
Island.
I didn't hear that about 3 Mile Island, but
Yeah, they
I can
both, because they're
see that.
very close in time, right? And they both turn the whole world against nuclear energy, which is the cleanest technology we've ever had, the most efficient technology we've ever had. And Fukushima seems like a real one. I mean, that was a don't build them on fault lines, maybe. I don't know. But like,
Well,
so that'd
Fukushima
be
was
great.
probably the Israelis, because they were
But
like, the Israelis were talking, they were feuding with Japan at the time, and some people were talking shit about, oh, maybe your nuclear power plant's going to go or something, and then it went.
and
So
then it
that one's,
went.
yeah, so that one I could see definitely being conspiracy.
That makes sense. But
And
yeah,
they
if you
used
look
they used
at
the what was that big wave called? The tsunami. They used the
the
tsunami
tsunami.
as like the cover.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, the Chernobyl and 3 Mile Island, if you're actually looking at it, like, there's no problems with the life there. Life is thriving in both those places. So even if you could say the radiation is still there, it's still radiation is going to damage your cells, but we're all getting radiated all day, every day, especially if you fly, in all sorts of different cases, especially here in Colorado and, all of this stuff. And so yes, it's dangerous, but to certain levels, it's not actually a problem. Your body can deal with it and regenerate. And like all that life wouldn't be living in Chernobyl, thriving in Chernobyl. There's like deer and plants and fucking rabbits and whatever. And they don't have two heads and like they're fine. That wouldn't be happening if it was such a major problem, like they told us, and that it was never going to get better. They're like, once it's bad there for millions of years. Nothing can go there. It's a dead zone. You're like, then why are the deer hanging out there eating the grass? Like,
Yeah,
being
they made that
fine.
movie. They made that movie where they had zombies out there in Chernobyl. You know what I'm saying?
And it does.
What
And
was it?
radiation causes
Chernobyl Diaries. I
mutation.
think that was the name of it.
So do vaccines.
I think people are still living out there.
And
I think they said
3
people
Mile
are still
Island
living.
is surrounded with life.
Yeah, the Chernobyl Diaries. Yeah, that's it. 2012. Yeah, the people who stayed out there turned into zombie fuckers.
They're
That's
like,
it. Hey, well, look, the number one thing about the AI data centers is that they are putting a fat dick in RAM. That's all I know. Like
yeah,
memory, dog, like that's a problem. That's the number one issue. I seen, was it, we talk about a PlayStation 5. This console's been out 6 years. I think it's going up to $1,000 for the PS5 Pro. I'm like,
wow.
because of RAM.
Consoles are just stupid at this point. Nobody should play consoles ever. They're just fucking nowadays. I mean, once upon a time, Nintendo had like a real fucking thing, and PlayStation and even Xbox had a real service because it wasn't a full computer. Now they're just full on computers. There's no point in not just using a fucking computer. And now they got cloud gaming, which is what I use. I just got a regular old Mac. I can't play shit on that. So I use NVIDIA GeForce Now, and I can play every fucking game like in real time. Is not a fucking split second delay, nothing. It plays great, and it's $20 a month, and I can play all the games. Well, I got to buy them first, but still, it's the best
they about to
service. You
clip
don't.
that shit. They're about to clip that shit too.
Well, they put a limit on it, 100 hours a month, but I don't come close to 100 hours a month, and then the
No, I'm not
hours you
talking
don't
about
use
that.
roll over. What do you
Yeah, I'm
mean?
not talking about that. I'm talking about like, so this stuff no more disc, and on top of that, I know Sony's talked about it. I think Microsoft is in the rumblings of it, but to discontinue sending their games to PC as well.
They can keep their bullshit games. There's enough PC games out there that are great, especially from the new indie developers, for like $20. You can get great games. Like, man, some of these fucking indie companies with 50, 60 employees are putting out games that are better than the fucking AAA studios. The best example is that Skull and Bones was put out by Ubisoft, a pirate game on the boats. And the game is a piece of shit, and it was like $70, and it's a total failure. No one fucking bought it, and they lost all kinds of money. And then this indie company that's got 60 employees put out a game called Windrose, which was like the perfect fucking pirate game with ship battles and everything. For like, and I got it for $29. I mean, fuck. Whenever
Crimson
it's
Desert
like,
is the best
I
game.
haven't played that yet. I haven't played it
So
yet.
fucking good. It's literally if all the best things of every game you've ever played your whole life were all put into one game.
Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I hear. I hear it like truly is like that good.
It is
What
that
game's
good.
that?
The Crimson Desert, and the world is fucking
Oh, I
gigantic.
heard something
I've been
about that.
playing
I
it
heard something
forever, and
about
I
that.
haven't even explored like a third of the map yet. And that's all I do at the beginning. I don't even follow the story. I just go like exploring and just like run around the whole fight. I can't even get everywhere. It's
I've been
huge.
revisiting older games. I end up buying a bunch of games and then never playing them, and they sit there. So I dug up a Resident Evil 2, and I've been playing that, and that's been a ton of fun.
Well, games are supposedly also keeping their value super high, like better or even gaining value, which is not a thing, but now it is. So your old
Oh,
PlayStation's
what
worth more money, and your games are too.
physical? Yeah,
Yeah.
physical discs are going to start gaining value.
Why?
GameStop's fucked. Like because all the companies are going to discontinue. Like Sony, but they
So
said
they're becoming
2028.
rare.
2028 there'll be no more physical disc.
Okay.
Zero physical disc. So that
I
means
want
that
the
you
physical
can't buy a
disc.
game and then be like, okay, I'm done. Oh well, let my buddy play it and just give
But
it to
look
your buddy
at
and then he plays it.
but where also what fucking was it where somebody just took away playability? I think it was movies. It was one of the like streaming services. You buy a movie and you're supposed to have it forever, and then they took it away from people. And like
Yeah,
that's why I
Lord of the
want the
Rings.
physical disc.
That happened with Lord of the Rings with one of the services recently. They removed it.
Yeah. And so that should be
So
illegal. But it said
right.
technically you signed the terms and the terms said that could happen. But like when you bought it, you were essentially told this is yours forever. If you
So
had the physical disc, it really is yours forever.
well,
But if
I
you
don't
don't,
understand why they don't let you just download the fucking thing. Like you bought it, you should be able to just download it to your
there you
computer.
go.
Like
Right.
solves the problem, you know?
Does solve the
Because
problem.
No, I
this
can't
this
do that.
justifies piracy. This justifies people bootlegging
It
fucking
does
movies.
though. You're like, I
They
bought it
said it's
already.
justifiable. They said you stole it. You stole something from me that I bought, so this justifies
Yeah.
the piracy on the back end. Okay, I'm just letting you know. Hey, I mean, sometimes what to make an omelet, you gotta crack a few eggs in it. What they say. So, but yeah, so the gaming industry is in shambles anyway. So, nigga, if
Good.
you in the gaming industry right now, Bo, you on pins and needles because they are firing folk just as hard as they can fire people.
But that's the thing too. Like the reason those indie companies do so well is because these big places are like, here's your goat yoga and your 10 lattes, and you get all the time off and you have all the benefits, you have all this, and then your motivation is low because you have such a cushy job and no real reason to like try super hard. Because these indie places are people who are like actually have a dream and are like deep, vision and are driven by like their love of what they're doing. So of course you're gonna lose in the
Well,
end
no,
when you have these big monstrosities.
no. What the deal is that okay? So you go in and you start making the game. All right, you're 75% done with the game. Game director walks by, CEO walks in. Oh, let me talk to you. Let's look at what we got here. Okay. Oh man, that looks good.
Make it more
Like that,
gay.
like that, like that. No. Scrap this and start over.
Right.
You just made 75% of the game and you just said scrap this and start over. They do this shit with movies too.
Ugh.
That's why the damn costs get so high. Like they be sitting there filming stuff and they be like, I know this is 85% done, but we need to go back to the drawing board. Rewrite this. It's like
Down with executives.
yeah, it's like, bruh, I mean, I've been working on this motherfucker for 3 years and you want me to revamp it back to zero? Like, you want to go back to zero and start back over, like right now. Yeah. And there it is. Your cost goes out the wazoo. They don't care. CEOs are some of the dumbest shit ever. These niggas can go in there and do a piss poor job and make millions on the back end and it don't matter. Like it legitimately does not matter.
I don't really get
Like
the
at
point
all,
of
whether
them.
the company succeeds or not.
I don't think
It
they have a
literally
purpose.
I mean, I'm just like, well, hold on a second. I mean, you got to have some type of skin in the game on this. You can't just be saying, oh, yeah, I'm going to step down, it's been a trying time and, I need to spend more time with family.
My head
I'm going to step
hurts.
down and get my $40 million payout. And this is best for the company right now. It's like, you just ran the company in the ground. How'd you get a payout?
I gave you my money, though.
How the hell did you get a payout for running the company in the ground? It's like the dude? They hired a guy, I can't remember his name, but they hired a guy to come into Party City and revamp it. They're like, hey man, we hired this CEO. He knows what he's doing. He's gonna come in, he's gonna revamp Party City, say, hey guys, I got you. I got a vision. I know what we're gonna do here. Don't worry, we got this.
Make it more
But like a
gay.
month in, he's like, y'all fuck, man. So you might as well go and close it down and y'all can pay me out now. Well, what?
Dude, I should fucking have this job. I should just pretend like everyone else does to have whatever qualifications that they say they want. I mean, like, yeah, I'll do this thing for you. $7 billion. There you go. I'm done with life now.
Yeah, it's just on the back end. They get paid out. Like it's like okay, so it's like when they sign contracts, like in sports. So when the coaches sign a contract and they get fired before the contract ends, they still get all their money. Like you did a fucking shit job, but you still get money for doing the shit job. Like every other thing, like when you get fired, like the company don't keep paying you
Yeah.
after they fire you. Like there's no landing. You know what I'm saying? Well, there is a landing. It's straight cement. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like you're splattered. I mean, that's the landing. But they get parachutes when they leave. I'm just like, it's like, oh yeah, we fired him. We still owed him $50 million, so we cut him a check. I'm like, hold on a second. This dude ain't won no games.
Parachute into a pile of money.
It's just like, and look, you could get paid out on a contract, or if you get picked up by another team, then they don't. The other team doesn't have to pay you the money because there's another team paying you. And I'm just like, if I got fired, why the fuck would I try to go to another team? About to send me $40 million. I ain't going to another team.
Take a break.
Bo, I'm good. I just need to get in one time. Can I get in once, have one good season, fucking, and then sandbag the rest of the shit and get paid out? I mean, that's all. I mean, that's the way I feel about it. But this happens all the time. And then somebody comes through and they're like, oh, we couldn't give our employees, a 10% raise this year because just costs are too much. But the CEO, he did get his $30 million bonus, highest record bonus this year. I'm like, could you take 15 million of that and disperse it amongst your employees? I mean, that's all I'm asking, man. I mean, if he got 15 million, that's a pretty good bonus. I would say. How y'all feel about $15 million bonus? You think you'd be able to handle that?
A million would be fine by me if someone wants to make that happen.
Yeah, but no, it needs to be a $30 million bonus.
God.
So we got this thing in our mind, and it really amped up when COVID hit because everybody was getting that free money. People were sitting at the house. People were buying shit left and right. And so all that fake time, people still want to hold on to that. I remember at the dealership because every ride was 0% interest. You just need to come by it.
Remember when gas was almost free for a second too?
Yeah, it's just like, so like people are still trying to hold on to that when that's gone. Like it's been gone. So they keep saying, quarter over quarter, oh, well, the profits need to go up 10% per quarter, 15% per quarter. I was like, well, you can't keep going up into infinity. Like, niggas are out of money. Like they ain't got no more money to give you, dog. Like, they already running credit cards, and the credit cards are maxed. So, like, they're tapped out. Like, they ain't got no more money to give you. Like, you looking around trying to figure out how you're going to get more money. You can't extract more money because they don't have it to give it to you.
And that's why they think they want socialism. And that's why we're all going to die.
Idiots.
I mean, Mom Donnie, I mean, he's working his way out there. I heard something about they start having the homeless encampments and stuff again out there. They said that they had pretty much went away and now was popped back up, huh?
Shock. When you give away free groceries and you won't enforce laws, homeless people show up and do drugs on your streets. What a surprise.
Well, I mean,
Dude, they were like,
They trying.
we're gonna let parents drop their kids off at parks and government employees will watch their kids for up to 4 hours. And everyone's like, why the fuck would I drop my kid off with a random ass guy at a park? Like, what are you talking about? Even the socialists aren't that retarded, dude. Nobody wants this program.
Yeah, can we be honest? Like, dudes ain't good at babysitting, okay?
No.
Let's just, I mean, just like straight the fuck up, man. Like, we're the last people that need to be babysitting. Now, I'm not saying that there's not women that are predators, but hot damn it, Bo. Dudes are just, we're gonna lay back. So there's gonna be some shit that's gonna be happening that probably shouldn't be happening. But we're just
No.
gonna be like, they all right.
I never met none of these women who are predators. I kind of want to.
Hey, they all over the place now, boy. They fucking students left and right. It's those damn middle-aged white women. I don't know what the deal is, but anywhere between the ages of 26 to 45. If they in school, for some reason they fucking the student, man. I don't, and they married too. Got them a
See,
whole man at the house with
we used
kids.
to have women were teaching the younger kids and men were teaching the older kids. And that's actually a pretty good way to do it. Except men are predators too, for sure. You still have to vet and whatever. But like older kids need the male influence. And younger kids need the female influence.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's kind
that's
of
why.
a handoff period. It's kind of handoff period. Because I mean, how many men are actually good with babies? I mean, gay men, you know what I mean? Like, and then you have probably your 5% of the other men. Like most of the time we're like, the fuck am I supposed to do with this? You know
This
what
thing
I'm
is
saying?
gonna break.
There you go. Let me hand this to you. All right. I mean, we just got to be honest.
And like most women
okay?
are like, give me the babies. Anytime I
Yeah,
see a baby, I'm
exactly.
like, I wish I could just grab that baby, but I can't because it's like someone's baby and I don't know them. But like, I wish that I could know them and hold their baby. I think
Yeah,
most women are like that.
yeah.
I
So
don't know
there it is.
that paternal instinct never kicked in for me. Like I even look back in hindsight, like was there ever a time I wanted to or could have? It's like no.
Well, I
It's
never
not in the
wanted it.
cards.
I just want to hold babies and then I want to give them back to their parents and leave.
Exactly. Yeah,
So I never had kids. I don't actually want them, but I love them to death. Just don't want them.
See, so there it is. It's still naturally there.
You're right.
You
It's there.
know.
I just not as a
Yeah,
permanent fixture.
but here's what you don't do. You don't go and put your video on the internet. Yeah, this is what a childless such and such age woman does every day. Ain't got no fucking kids. Fuck them kids. I'm like,
No.
that's
So,
tacky, isn't it?
but
I
it's
mean,
crazy too because when I was a communist, leftist, miserable cunt, I fucking was all about that. I was like, kids are bad for the climate and they're just a drain on the system. And if people need to have less kids because we're overpopulated, and like this was my actual mindset, which was not why I didn't want kids, but it was why I was telling other people how great it is to not have kids because I was hoping people had less kids. And now I'm a completely other side where I'm like, you motherfuckers better have more kids because I didn't have any and a shitload of people I know didn't have many. And so we need to like more fucking children up in this place. Have more kids, guys.
well,
We're
from
not
what I'm understanding,
overpopulated.
there was some technical limitations as far as your body as well that probably would make it a little bit.
I felt that way. Like I was like
Oh, okay.
I have metal rods along most of my spine. And I'm
Right.
like, I just think you're supposed to be able to expand. And I don't know if my body can do that with metal rods in the way. And maybe it can. But yeah, I felt like I have too many health issues for this to really be a viable thing. But I also just never really wanted kids. I just knew that I don't want kids for myself. But I knew I loved kids, so I've been like babysitting, teaching, and like working with children my entire life because I value them highly. Just didn't want them at home with me.
Well, you can do what AOC did. You can start freezing your eggs. You know what I'm saying? So she needy, but she's like, they're trying to put me in this box, tell me when to have kids. I'll do it on my own terms. I'm like,
why are
okay,
feminists
why?
obsessed with like all the things you can do to fuck your body up and fuck your life up? They're like, let's cut our tits off for sure, no matter what. Get rid of these things, and then like freeze the eggs. Don't have babies for some reason. Like make someone else surrogate for you when you're 50, or like what the fuck?
Yeah, when a woman loses like a breast to breast cancer, like that's like a detrimental thing. Like,
yeah, it's like a psychologically horrifying experience.
It's like us losing our balls. You know what I'm saying? Balls and dicks.
Right.
So I mean, it's kind of like a similar similar thing. Like that's kind of don't feel like a woman. It's gone. Like there's nothing there. So it's just like going through the whole mutilation process. It's weird, and
Super
you
weird.
don't never hear the stories where people regret it.
You
They're
know what's
starting to come
more?
out more now, but
Here's the thing too. This is another conspiracy theory that's so fucked up that people are saying that Angelina Jolie and these motherfuckers who like cut their boobs off supposedly like didn't even actually do it. Like they just
Mhm.
pretended to get other women to be like cool with it and wanting to do it, to get young girls to want to do it, but actually they still have their breasts. I feel like that's
Okay.
evil and they should be killed.
A
Allegedly.
lot of people should be killed.
Yes. A
Yeah, and
giant
it's
cleansing
alleged, of course. You know, when we say killed, we mean
by
true
nature.
death. Yeah.
Not by
So
me.
hit him with the
Not
true
by
death. We
you.
get True Blood hit him with the true death. Hey, well, look, hey, I don't know if y'all have called it yet, but you know, Nancy Mace is out of office, so you can catch her on YouTube now. She's got a channel. She's bringing us the hard truth.
Who
I
is
wonder if
she?
she's gonna have a Marjorie Taylor Greene. What? Oh, Nancy Mace. Oh, this is the one that went to church that day and said, "Hey, you know, my fiance was trying to get some pussy, but I told him that he couldn't get no pussy yet. You have to wait till later." I'm like, I think they're about to pray. I mean, like I'm not sure why you're saying this, but okay. Yeah, her old Nancy Mace.
She looks like a Skeletor woman.
Yeah. She got
She got
her
Ozempic
YouTube show
face.
now.
Oh, she lost
That's
a
what
lot
it
of
kind of
weight.
looks like. It looks like
Well,
she has
you
lost
tell, and
weight.
the Skeletor thing comes from
Oh, here she is
that
right here in
Hey
the
Ozempic.
guys,
posing.
look at
She
my
got
tits. I'm
out.
just casually hanging out with my tits out. No big deal.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, hooking us up, Bo. I mean, hey,
I was
look,
just-
I ain't gonna deny a free show now. I mean, I ain't gonna turn you down.
So she
You
was
know what
a
I'm saying?
politician and now she's a YouTuber?
Yeah. She got
Oh,
booted.
okay.
So I maybe she'll get Marjorie Taylor Greene up there with her, and they can hash it out together. You know, with the rest of the losers.
There you go.
Start talking to me about some shit that needs to be done. Bitch, you were there and quit. I mean,
What about it?
I'm saying, I mean, it's like what's my man Dan Bongino? But I ain't seen his face in a hot minute. I'm sure he's got his show, but
Nobody
but
cares.
I
He's a
think it's
laughing
worse for the
stock, dude.
wearer.
He
It's
was like
worse for the
somewhat
wearer.
respected in that conservative conservative media. He used to, and then he became the FBI guy and was like, Epstein killed himself. And it was like, oh, fuck you, dude.
They told
Like
me
I
to say
said,
this, or
Bo,
else they're gonna kill my kids. So he did
like I
it for
said,
sure.
man, they sucker you into, hey, come on in and you can change things and you can make things better for the country. They're suckering you in because when they give you this information, they know you can't say shit about it.
Plus, they're gonna give you a
It's
black
setting you up,
boy,
dog.
a baby
Yeah,
in the basement.
they setting you up because they know if you get out and you say something about it, Bo, they coming to pick your ass up, man. Like that's what they coming to do. So that was the whole point of getting his ass in there. It's like, oh, this guy's got traction. Hell, let's get him in the government. Hey man, we got a spot for you. He
They're
should have
upping their
said, fuck
ratings.
no. Fuck no. Because the thing is, when these people get in there, and I think there's people who legitimately believe that they can make a difference. But when they get in there, they realize they can't. They're like, oh shit. I fucked up.
Just like all the institutions.
And it's over, dog. Because I mean, that snuff you out in your sleep. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these folks ain't playing. So it's all good. So hey, we appreciate everybody for being with us. I don't know. Serbia. That's where he's at, right? Not
Serbia.
Siberia.
Not Siberia.
Who the
Serbia.
fuck goes to Serbia?
I want to go to
Serbia,
Serbia.
man.
Dude, I want to
goes
live in
Serbia,
Poland now.
Charlie.
If you guys can just set me
Do
up in
you?
Poland.
It's all
Polish.
white there.
Yeah. And they're one of the most prosperous nations. They just said, like, fuck the UN and EU and all this bullshit, WEF stuff, and we're going to do our own thing. And now they're kicking ass.
I just remember them
Okay.
fucking all the migrants trying to get at the border, and they just hit them with the fucking water cannons. I thought that was the greatest thing
That's why I
ever.
was like, if you just fucking start shooting any of these people or do rubber bullets, doesn't matter, non-lethal, but just do something. They're
And
all
that's
gonna go
just
away. Everyone's
that's Jim
pansies.
Crow shit right there, man. I mean,
Soylent Green these motherfuckers.
and you can't be doing that Jim Crow shit. Hey, look, hey, in Ghana, my man, what was it? My man made being gay a crime. Gay ban, yeah. And he said, "But I'm banning gay folk, so these niggas don't get stoned to death in the streets." It's like, well, dude, it said if two dudes start kissing out there and folks kill them, I mean, it just is what it is. So I banned
Yeah.
it. I mean,
Dude, I don't know why motherfuckers don't understand that the US and some of the other Western nations are the only place in the world that's okay with being gay.
we get
Everybody
fucked up,
hates
man.
you. Everybody wants you dead. Most of the world will kill you and no one will care. Like, this is the reality of the world. Those fucking gay guys on that party boat or whatever and the cruise, and they went to the fucking Middle East and they wouldn't let them dock. And they're like, this is Trump's world. And I'm like, everybody's hated you forever, actually. Trump has nothing to do with this. Trump was the first openly pro-gay president to ever exist on coming into office. He has nothing to do with the world hating you. They've always hated you. You have this weird fucking delusion that like the world loves gay people. They fucking hate gay people. Get over yourself.
Yeah, and they will kill you.
They will kill you. You will die in most countries in the world. Assholes.
Yeah, so it was crazy. So, hey, let us know what's the Corey, Jake Shields, the show. You said it was premiering. It's on
Yeah.
his channel.
Right now?
Let us
Yeah.
know a little bit about it. Let us know a little bit about it.
Yeah, man. I talk Kennedy. You know my deal. I'm a one-trick pony.
Go watch the fucking show and buy his fucking book.
Go watch the
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
show and buy the fucking book. That's it. That's simple.
Listen, you ain't quite one trick. I mean, when it comes to this crypto space, you know way more than I do. Shit. I mean, I ain't even close on that stuff. You know, I just know that the price goes up or down, and niggas got their shit stolen. So that's all I know. Charlie is Macroaggressions, activist post. Check him out there. Lindsay, what you got?
roguesoul.org. Check it out. All my books are there. One-on-one sessions are there. My shop is there. You can take the upcoming money package. It's a month away, actually. So you got time. And it's all at roguesoul.org. Read my fucking books too.
Yeah, there we go. xq420.com. I think it's down. Is it still down or is it up?
No, it's down.
It's down, right?
It's gonna be down for a
Okay.
couple of days.
Okay. Yeah. xq420.com be down for a couple of days, but you know where I'm at. Hell, you're looking at me right now. So shit, man. I mean, you find me on TikTok, X, Instagram, all that good jazz. So we appreciate everybody for being with us. See y'all next week for 245.